Kia ora from Aotearoa. It's Poppy speaking. Yes, I am speaking and my voice is working, thankfully. So, I was doing my meditation this morning. It's an interesting meditation. And I downloaded this information and then I looked up the number 42 that I was guided to. So I'm calling this one The Grip of the Artificial World and Its Release. So if a country has a birth date derived from a declaration or a treaty, for example, like New Zealand, like the United States, and systems of astrology are able to predict uprisings, downfallings, financial tendencies, climate, and other events that control or influence that country, perhaps it really is also a part of the machine world, because it's actually something that's artificial that these dates are working on and accurately predicting a whole lot of things. Part of the machine world. In nature, there are land masses that protrude above the oceans that exist due to waters surrounding it. Ownership is fictitious, and nature would dominate existence without being impeded by mass collective thought counter to the ways that things really are. As there are shape-shifting non-homosapiens living among us, whose minds are tapped into a hard drive from another universe, who are intent on destroying the earth, receiving their missions from there, every attempt has been made through the cabal to control the minds of the natural living homosapien. And you can refer to this link for that. Okay, so these people, or non-homosapiens, exist in all the places of power and control, through all governments, through all monarchies, through all the highest of church and state. Homosapiens who join them often become them through oaths and decrees. They pledge allegiance to the control system they then represent, and then I know that there's actual ways that they can cross over and be part of this kind of hive mind from this other universe. So it's these illusions that may be released to return back to the more organic and natural states from the foundation of our being in the Homo sapien state. So in looking up the gematria of 42, I found the following. There's Fema, Fame, Mecca, Baal Hadad, Galahad, Heel and Hail, like as in Heil Hitler. Douglas Adams, who is the author of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, used this number as the answer to the meaning of life, the universe and everything via the computer he named Deep Thought. And we know that they do these disclosures. I wouldn't be surprised if he was in a secret society himself. So the story is about the organised destruction of the earth through an extraterrestrial race who basically use black magic to do so, which is very much seems to be like what these non-homosapiens are doing. And by the way, Baal Hadad is the climate god assigned to control the weather, droughts, floods and climatic disharmony. So is it any wonder there's been such a strong emphasis on climate change initiated by those in power? Priests and rulers created astrology and calendar systems that have had a huge hold on the consciousness of people. Numbers, or gematria, as the basics of words and spells were used. These rulers, cabal and priests appear to me to be those connected to the hard drive of this other universe who put forward scriptures as the basis of religions based upon mathematics, predictability, probability, closed cyclical circuits that are artificially generated. So much energy has been siphoned and used for destruction this way, and planetary slavery resulted. It is our consciousness that creates realities, and we have existed in a polarized reality that has created devastating harm for the profits of the very few. Those of us who rebelled by doing all we could in order to not surrender our breath of life, our loving, our hearts and minds to those, have been in the most brutally abused. So I'm speaking from my experience of being a survivor of Ramkoa, which is ritual abuse, mind control, and organised abuse. Anyway, the machine made sure of it that we would have a particularly hard time. The legal systems have punished people for eons for not complying to their laws and statutes. It's been largely identified as Satanism these days. That's all turning around now as the machine's reign ends. Our natural way of loving, caring and appreciating nature is rising up with the earth, who was contained and captured by this artificial construct. Our perceptions continue to co-create reality, so we may become free of all that controlled, harmed and destroyed nature and the sacred connections we share with one another as beings of and with Source, the true Creator, and nature. We are one. That's all homosapiens, with Source and nature. I'm not sure what happens to the shapeshifters of this world who controlled and dominated it. Their plan has failed or is currently failing because enough of us woke up to who we really are. It's really important that we keep waking up to who we really are, because in that we are yet to discover the fullness of ourselves and to open ourselves back up to our innate gifts. The obstacles and impositions and parasites are clearing quickly now. It can be extremely challenging, so hang in there. It's been incredibly challenging for me as well. Stay in the sanctity of your heart and observe what the mind is releasing with compassion for all we have endured when we were in the grip of artificiality. With love and care, Poppy Joy.